Why do you keep hiring people that you believe are wackos and liars?
It's a good question, right? Why do you keep hiring people that you think are wackos? For a president who campaigned on hiring the very best people, he has had some very harsh words for those hires. He called former National Security Advisor John Bolton a wacko and a liar, which was what the reporter there was referencing. He called his former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson dumb as a rock. General Jim Mattis he described as overrated. Omarosa was described as vicious and a loser. He said he was never a fan of former White House counsel Don McGahn, who got him 2 justices confirmed on the Supreme Court. His former Chief of Staff, John Kelly, was in over his head. Joining our conversation, former Assistant Director for Counterintelligence at the FBI, Frank Figliuzzi's back. Frank, I want to get right to sort of the crux of this story. They have decided that the only way to push back against the Bolton book is to destroy Bolton. I would argue that Bolton didn't have a constituency before this was published. He'd sort of disappointed critics of the president, people that are really worried about the president, by not testifying. And he knew full well what he knew and what he'd put in the book. So he knew he was going to lose the Trump base. This is someone with nothing to lose. It's hard to get him no matter how nasty the smears against him. He has no reason to lie at this point.
Right. It's hard to impeach a witness who is not going to be a witness and has already testified in the form of a book that's in the hands of now hundreds of members of the media and influencers around the country. Look, Nicole, when you get right down to it and you take away the fancy titles of the cabinet secretaries and presidential advisors who are all lashing out at Bolton, you take away the trappings of their office and their expensive suits, what this all comes down to is essentially a gangster culture, the gangster mantra of if you snitch, you get stitches, snitches get stitches. This is street talk. That's what we've witnessed. You just recounted a litany of examples of that. And so why is it that at the heart that why gangsters on the street will lash out and even kill snitches against them? Because it's a threat to them. It's a threat to their power and their position, and it could put them in prison. And that's why you see the lashing out. So let's talk about this interesting argument the White House is making against the Bolton book, that it contains national security classified information that could pose grave danger to the United States. Well, let's break that down. So who's the grave danger being posed against? Is it to the president, the head of China, who Bolton alleges Trump said, hey, if you get me reelected and buy a lot of soybeans and crops, or I'll play with that telecom industry decision on trade on ZTE and Huawei. So, quid pro quo. If you tell that to China, is that going to be a grave danger? Oh, China was in the conversation, not a grave danger. How about President Erdogan of Turkey? If it gets out to Erdogan that Trump actually was talking about intervening in criminal cases and lawsuits and intervening at the Justice Department on Erdogan's behalf, will that pose a grave danger to national security? Oh, wait a minute. Erdogan was in that conversation. The same goes for Putin. If Putin learns that Trump really didn't want to hand him a letter that ostracized him for interfering with the election, well, wait, Putin knows that already. So the argument that this book poses a grave danger to national security falls flat. And what becomes apparent at the end of the day is it isn't national security, it's gangster security that we're talking about. This is about protecting them, not about protecting the nation.
And everyone that tried to protect the country from Trump, I'm thinking of Andy McCabe opening up a full field investigation into whether Trump was a Russian agent, thinking about Jim Comey refusing to shut down the Flynn investigation. They're the ones targeted by Trump. The people that try to stand up for the country, Trump views as a threat. That's indicative of something as well that we'll keep talking about day after day, Frank, because there's always more fodder for that conversation. I'm sorry we ran out of time today.